Yo, what is up everybody? My name is Spellify Orlan and welcome back to another trading video. Yes guys, trading video. Now this trading video is actually specifically dedicated for the ops. Yes guys, the ops. The ops that are watching this video, I'm about to give y'all a bedtime story and y'all gonna fall asleep quick as fuck. And what's the name of this bedtime story? Well, it is trading video number 46. Yes, guys, we are back at it again with a trading video, back to back, as I promised you guys. I promised you guys that I have so many trades to be done. I actually want to do something quickly new for this trade now. Is I'm gonna try, trading video. Is that I want to try to keep my trading videos down to like a certain length. Like I'm not trying to make trading videos like almost an hour long. I mean, like, look at this. My last one is literally 31 minutes long. Yes guys, 31 minutes long. That's a little bit ridiculous, and I think that's slowing down the retention time. So obviously I want to get back to having my trading videos weren't too long, like this one at 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes. I want to get back down to that. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about my YouTube channel in this video. One thing I do want to point out is I made it to 1,000 subscribers. Funnily enough, I'm pretty sure I made it on April 1st, which is pretty hilarious. But yeah, 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate when y'all subscribe. Like I said, just remember, y'all don't have to sub, okay? I'm happy if y'all just simply watch my videos, because that means y'all like what I do. And like I said, the amount of support I've been getting, like just simply joining Trade Hangout, and someone's like, oh my gosh, it's Land. Yes guys, it's Land, playing Trade Hangout with y'all, trying to get some trades done, trying to show you some new content, allow you guys to learn and take in that information to help y'all trade in this economy. Like I said, I won't pay attention too much to my channel. I actually will point out one more thing. I started using like captions on my shorts. I paid like $300 for this, so if you want to check out these shorts, I will try to upload as many as I can. This one did pretty well, actually. Finally, a short that did really well. Another thing, really quickly, about my YouTube channel is that Highly Wanted sub to my channel. So yeah, if y'all don't know who Highly Wanted is, big boy YouTuber, 175 subscribers, even has 3MN donated to him, Astra and whatnot, and Highly Wanted actually got beamed. Yes guys, beamed. He lost Dominus Aureus and Sky Blue Sparkle Time Fedora, so be careful, because the Roblox government is actively trying to beam you guys. Yes guys, be careful. I'm just kidding, that's a joke. If you want to check out Highly Wanted, it's super cool, but I never expected someone like him to sub. I mean, you can see that he's literally like my most expensive subscriber, dude. Like the next one is like barely at 4,000. So but like I said, I see y'all here. I'm pretty sure he might be my 1,000th subscriber. I'm actually not genuinely sure, but that could be the case. But I'm not even entirely sure how he knows that I exist. I mean, I'm just this little small YouTuber that's been uploading. I've been uploading for a bit, though. I guess my trading videos are pretty popular. He's like the only other YouTuber doing trading videos. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to keep these videos a little bit more shorter. I don't want to go over time. We're almost approaching like 3 minutes at this point now. But let me show you a quick overview of my inventory. Yes guys, it has changed a little bit, kind of significantly since the last time I showed y'all. I still got mags and whatnot. I know you guys are still waiting for me to show you that insane Valk trade I completed, the insane Owl trade, and just the absolute other insane trades. But as you can see, I just got AC like 13 hours ago, got DB about 6 days ago. I got insane offers on, sorry, not insane offers. I got insane deals when getting these two items, and you can see not too much has changed. I got CS, and I have my rap collection is building, y'all. And I also am a little bit sick, so if I accidentally like clear my throat or something like that, just know that it's just my throat. I'm a little bit sick. I actually literally just ran the official Navy PRT like a few hours ago, and I actually came in at like 8:30 for 1.5 miles, so I ran it pretty dang fast. I've been grinding, y'all. I've been grinding 5 miles like every other day, and then swimming at the pool for like almost an hour any day I don't run. So I've been grinding, y'all. I've been grinding. Like I said, we're building up the rap collection finally, as I promised you guys. We've been getting some cool stuff. I actually did a really funny trade for Peneth, and then we got this super cool Metal Cthulhu minion, some other really cool rap items. Mind Smasher 4 days ago, I pulled in clutch for that. I actually bought this with well, I've been buying most of these with Robux, except for a few of them, like I've traded for Peneth, because there's a massive horde for Mind Smasher right now. And like I said, just so many cool rap items and whatnot. But obviously y'all are into like the cool stuff and whatnot. And we'll briefly cover my UGC limiteds. Deal Breaker is still doing alright. This Dominus got content deleted, but thankfully I got refunded for it. And then we don't talk about the potassium situation, yes guys. The potassium situation, we don't talk about it. But yeah, so nothing much. I don't know why Shiny Bling is doing so good. And then we got these. We got the definitely not the Bloxy-Cola ripoff and whatnot. But yeah, so like I said, I haven't been paying attention to UGC limits too much. I don't even remember the last time I bought one. Not gonna lie, my stupid egg got content deleted as well. The freaking demon egg, dude. I swear, these DSA guys are getting out of hand. Why would they content delete the demon egg, dude? Those things are so cool. I was planning on buying the other 2 demon eggs as well, because I didn't spend, hundreds of hours doing that. But yeah, like I said, briefly covered that. And yes, guys, so let's get right into the trades. Okay guys, welcome to the trade. So obviously, you know, as we usually do, we're going to cover the last trade that I covered in the last trading video. And of course, we did that trade with the official Juice World. Obviously, he gave me an absolute steal on Freckled Cheeks. Y'all remember that trade from back. But yeah, so we're going to go on to the next trades. And so the first trade I did was with Theo Pio. Yes, guys, Theo Pio. Y'all might
know him. He's a pretty prominent member in there.
Got an absolute steal on Punk Face. So this is an immediate approval. Now, I do know that GPPQ is actively being hoarded. Now, of course, I had to give up the Sexy 09. But y'all know how what I got this for?
1K lowball.
Yes, guys, I got this Punk Face for 1K lowball, okay? I think I had to add here. Yeah, so I added legit. I got this super cool anti-Valentine's Day and a small. I got this for 1K lowball. Absolutely insane. This is why this is an immediate approval. And look at that. I'm upgrading Dupa, PMP, Layment, and of course GPVQ, getting an absolute amazing wrap steal. And then it's just like, yeah, like just absolute insane trade. Can't talk much more about this. Like, it's just an amazing trade. Okay, guys, the next trade I completed with was with, I'm proud of you, my child. Yes, guys, I'm proud of you, my child, also known as Brendan Robert Overpeck. Like, this guy has a very fucking long name. Basically, we were walking around, and I saw this guy with BBS, and it was like, BBS was doing pretty iffy. So I was like, hey, you trading BBS is doing pretty iffy. Long story short, he ended up giving this to me for like 4K lowball. Now, I will show you, like, in a, I guess I am going to try to cover it right here. He actually did trade it back to him, but it was for a little bit of a price, and I will explain to you what my policy is if you ever want to complete a trade back for me. But I got this for 4K lowball, so I was pretty happy that day. I got BBS. It was doing iffy though, which is why I got it for the lowball. But yeah, I gave CS, gave this flawless deduction egg, and I got a few smalls from it and whatnot. And the funny thing is, if I ever get smalls like hidden treasures in this, or like this Katrina mask, like I have a copy that I've owned like as an original one, so it's very hard to find like the copy that's not original trade off. So if I ever end up getting like this kind of like egg or something like that, I'm just gonna end up unintentionally hoarding it because I don't want to go through the trouble of figuring out which copies are what. And just, yeah, like, I'm just gonna end up, like, having small hordes of these smalls that I've owned for so long. Like, literally, like, if you go over here to oldest owned, like, I have, you know, Guardian Exile, this and whatnot. As you can see, I'm already, like, with 2 Spider Antlers, 2 of those, three Katrina masks and whatnot. Like, I'm just not gonna go through the trouble of wanting to, like, do that. And, oh gosh, my canteen literally just fell. I don't understand why that happened. Yes, guys, my little teacup just fell. I'm gonna go get that cap later, so completely ignored what just happened there. But yes, we gotta rush because I'm trying to make sure this video isn't way too long. But yeah, let's go to the next trade. Okay, guys, the next trade that I did was this. So I wanted to quickly discuss on how I'm gonna be doing my approved, plausible, and fail trade. It's gonna depend. Okay, I can decide whether or not I want to do those based on what the trade is looking like now or when I completed it. So for example, this trade, when I did this trade a month ago, mind you, a month ago, this was me giving equal upgrade into Fuzzy Bunny headgear, okay? But now it's a pretty significant loss. Now, even though I did this a month ago, I'm going to put this as a fail trade because let's talk about this, okay? If I simply held Adderite Bowler, I could have gained 1K, just like that. Just held it for a month, would have gained easy free 1K, and this thing is pretty much almost worth this Funny Buzzy headgear. The only reason I did that is because I wanted to upgrade it. This thing was also this thing is also a little bit rare, but this is gonna be documented as a failed trade, even though I did this a month ago. Normally I won't do this, but I'm just letting you guys know that, like, if you have a better demand item like this, I actually predicted that this item would raise. I was like, this item might actually go back up, and guess what? It did. I'm literally so good at trading. Well, I'm alright at trading, but like I said, I kind of predicted that this thing would do pretty good, and I was right. So that's why I'm going to list it as a failed trade, because it would have been smarter to keep this item. Because then if you waited a month, well, look at that. It's almost 2K now. See, if that makes any sense. But yeah, like when I did this trade, I would have put this as like approved because it was a free upgrade. But like I said, since this item raised, not a great trade. And I did end up trading that thing and whatnot. But yeah, I also traded this as a projected, so unintentionally projected flip. But yeah, let's go to the next trade. Okay, guys, the next trade that I did is with bread. Yes, guys, a loaf of bread right here, and this guy actually gave me an insane deal, so obviously automatic approval. And even when I did this trade, it still would have been an approval, but obviously it's a much more massive win now. I'm practically gaining double the value of Happy Jack-O-Lantern. This thing was like 2K when I did this, and I think this was like 1.4K. He added some smalls. Long story short, Happy Jack-O-Lantern fell, Sinister Branches raised, automatic win, and free Robux. Yes, guys, free Robux. You love to see it in the Spellfy trading videos. But yeah, not going to cover this much longer. I don't even really like Happy Jack-O-Lantern, but yeah, let's go to the next trade. Okay guys, now we're getting into the clutch trades that I was talking about in the last trading video. The clutch trades, because obviously at this point I've owned Noctis and MSS for a month. Both of them are doing super iffy and I'm just looking to absolutely get rid of them. And eventually I stumble across Lolly 770.
Also known as the biggest rare fail trade.
Just kidding, he's a super cool guy. He's actually got Bobby right now, super cool rare but also very ridiculously expensive. And so long story short, he comes up to me, he's like, hey, I kind of like Noctis, and I got this item called Mags. Yes, guys, Mags. Super cool pair of glasses. I cannot kid you guys. This thing is so cool. I just want to own it. That's why I haven't marked now for trade now. I actually am trying to get this to raise. Same with Valk and all these other items that Rolling Mons is just absolutely neglecting. But yeah, so we went back and forth, and I ended up getting this for like equal, maybe like 1K overpay, or maybe I was overpaying 1K. Not entirely sure. And yeah, we ended up getting this, and the reason I did this is because Noctis was doing so iffy. I was like, I have no idea if I have enough time. Like, I feel like Rolling Mons is just ready to drop this item. And so I did this. And funnily enough, Lolly actually came back asking for a trade back after a few days. And my policy with trade backs is kind of like, if I don't really want to do it, then I'm probably not going to do it. However, there is a little bit of a, how do I say this? There is a little bit of a catch that I am willing to do a trade back, but like I said, I will show you with this one when I did the trade back with BVS and CS. I will show you guys that. But pulled very clutch because Mags has a super cool wrap. Noctis's wrap is like alright, but you know, for its value, it's obviously much lower. And I also got Pan Spectrum, Secret Fire, or FH. And I got this cool Gingerbread Immortal Sword, which I am trying to get back because I did trade it off not too long ago. But yeah. And guys, here's the second clutch trade that I managed to pull with MSS. Right after the Noctis trade, I managed to pull this, okay? So, funnily enough, I traded MSS 2 hours before it dropped. I'm not even joking, 2 hours before it dropped. Okay, when did I complete this? Is it going to show me the date or not? Yeah, 2/28, so February the 28th. When did it drop? It dropped February 28th. The day that I traded off MSS, it dropped 50K. 2 hours and it dropped 50K. So if had I kept MSS, I would have been absolutely fucked, okay? So this is what I got on it. I ended up so I think me and Tenchi Beats here agreed on a 30K lowball. And it was a very stressful time because I was fighting this one other person also trying to lowball MSS. I think their name was like Permanent Insomnia or something like that. I was fighting Permanent Insomnia with Tenchi Beats to be able to lowball MSS because Tenchi wanted MSS. I guess he really likes the item. MSS is alright. I don't really like it or hate it, but it's alright. And so we ended up agreeing to me giving MSS an UPV, and he gave me Blue Clockworks, Blizzaria, Bib, and G Quatin. And I think he also gave me like a few rap items, yes. And funnily enough, like we were agreeing so quick, and I was like, I have to go do something. So he's like, okay, finally, we just agreed, send him the trade, and he accepted. And we were about to go, and like he was like, hey, bro, you just stole my UPV. And I was like, oh shoot, I completely forgot about UPV. So like, had he not remembered, I would have accidentally fluked his UPV. But I'm not that kind of guy, y'all. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not just gonna screw out Tenchi Beats of like what we agreed on. You know, I'm a faithful person. You know, I got a YouTube channel. I got a rep to maintain. This guy's a rep. And so I sent him quickly the trade. I didn't even just bother checking like first cheapest item. I just sent it for recycled wings and he accepted. So I kind of got recycled wings out of it, even though I wasn't supposed to. But yeah, but I still ended up giving him that. And funnily enough, this is actually the second to last serial of UPV. I just noticed that right now. That's pretty hilarious. But yeah, so lowballed at 30K, but like actually for some reason I'm pretty sure it came down to like a 24K lowball because I guess he calculated it incorrectly. So I ended up only lowballing at 24K when we agreed to like a 30K lowball. So I got a much better deal, and then MSS of course dropped and made this trade much more worth it. But I have been talking about this in my last trading video that I fluked Blue Clockworks, and that actually will be the last trade I'm going to try to cover. But let's try to speed run through these last trades. Okay guys, so the next trade that I completed was for TSH. Trade for Scariest Hood. This is actually like a 4K lowball right now because Zara has been doing so trash. I'm actually going to put this as approved even though this is a low demand item. I swear, y'all are sleeping on TSH right now. It doesn't even have an acronym. Y'all are sleeping on TSH, dude. This thing is so good. Not even SH compares, dude. SH is trash, dude. Y'all are sleeping on this item. Y'all trade for this item, dude. I'm telling you, this item looks so cool. It is going to be worth so much in the future. Like, I got it now and I'm not trading it, y'all. Y'all can't get this. I think that when I was doing this trade, I got it for like equal, and now it's like a 4K lowball because Zara's done so trash. So obviously immediate approval. And I did end up trading off Sage Hen and Shen. Shen is really cool. Sage Hen, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like it that much anymore. I might trade back for it, but I definitely kind of want a Shen back. But yeah, I got Scariest Hood and Riptide. So yeah, let's go to the next trade. Okay guys, so this was the trade I was talking about. So if y'all remember, I gave CS and Flawless Deduction Egg for his BBS and like 2 eggs, and he DM'd me and he said like, hey, I want to trade back for BBS, and I was like, okay, well, I really don't do trade backs, but you know what, if you're willing to add, I'm willing to trade it back. So he offered me HP bar, and well, we did the trade. So my policy with this goes is if I'm willing to do a trade back, I kind of want like a little bit of a kickback, because number one, it wastes like 4 days of my time when you complete the trade because of the hold period. So I would like a bit of a small kickback if you do it. Now maybe he added a little too much, but like I said, if I'm willing to do it, if you're willing to add like a a little bit, just so it makes it a little bit worth it for me and doesn't waste my time, I may or may not be willing to do the trade back. So like I said, we just traded this back. I'm showing you guys that I am occasionally willing to do trade backs, but I don't completely guarantee it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so just wanted to show you this real quickly. Let's go to the next trade. Okay guys, so this was a pretty win trade. Now I know y'all are very confused because I said I'm strictly upgrading. There are some exemptions to this rule. This guy just straight up offered me 4K on Supa with pure demand, and I accepted, and guess what, 2 hours later Rubber Ducky raises, so I ended up getting a 6K win. Rubber Ducky actually just lowered back to 12K. He'll probably go back up eventually, but yeah, 4K straight off the bat, and then it went up to 6K. So obviously immediate approval, and this was just a pretty good trade, honestly. Traded off some wrap items, downgraded Supa, but I got full demand and I got a pretty big win. So obviously it's a pretty decent trade to do. Obviously I just ended up upgrading. My logic was I'm just gonna upgrade these items and get an item for cheaper, and it worked, and I will show you guys that in the next trading video. But let's keep going. Okay guys, the second to last trade I'm covering in this video, we are getting a little bit too far on time. This trade that I did with Shaggy Enthusiast, I don't know what happened to him. He's like fell off. He's like lost so much value. Maybe he's getting back into trading. I don't know. He had TMF on him. And dude, I'm telling y'all are sleeping on these items like TMF and whatnot. This is literally an EST fedora. If y'all don't know what EST is, Eccentric Shop Teacher, Chest. Okay, yes guys, not Chest. Eccentric Shop Teacher, 6.5 million. And there's a perfectly good fedora available for 30K. Y'all are missing out. Okay, the ops are missing out on TMF right now. So I don't know if this is a good trade or not. I could put this in a trade calculator, but I'm pretty sure I'm overpaying like 3K here from when I checked before I did this video. Is this a good trade? I'm gonna actually put this as a failed trade, because realistically for you guys, I'm not doing this whether or not I like the trade. I'm doing it based on if it's a good trade or not. Realistically for you guys that are trying to make profit out there, this is probably not a good trade, because first of all, you're trading off demand and Bic and B-Haul and whatnot. Well, B-Haul has an okay demand, and you're trading this up and you're overpaying 3K for like a low demand item. So realistically, no, in my opinion, I pulled a pretty nice trade because I got this item that I really much so love. And yeah, I don't know, just yeah, not a good trade for y'all, but for me, I liked it, and I'm willing to spare 3K because I got like 2 mil. But yeah, so let's go to the final trade that I'm gonna review in this video. Yes guys, the worst trade in this video, the fluke. Yes guys, the fluke. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the history of flukes by Spellthy. So before I did this trade, Spellthy only fluked twice before this, and both of these were in 2020 or 2021. So I remember not too long ago, I'm pretty sure I've covered both of these in trading videos. The first fluke that I did was I accidentally overpaid like a little bit more for ball throw. Yes guys, ball throw, a super cool item that I used to hoard back then. I do want to copy now. I overpaid, like when this thing was like 1K, I overpaid accidentally like a lot more, even though we agreed on a trade, and he just instantly accepted, and the guy literally just said I'm greedy, so that's why I accepted. So it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, so well, obviously ball throw ended up doing a lot better than all those noob attacks that I gave him. But yeah, so basically I did that, and the second fluke I've ever done was I accidentally overpaid too much with Otterhead Longsword, and the guy actually was willing to do a trade back, so he traded me back, and I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, and up until this point in 2024, I have never ever fluked until a month ago, and I accidentally fluked Blue Clockwork Headphones for BTLS, Evil Skeptic, Black Iron Antlers. And y'all might be wondering, holy shit, Spellthy, you're gaining like 200K, you're winning like, I don't know, 80K, whatever that is. Nah, BTLS is actually kind of projected. It's a little bit of a weirder projected because it's only selling under wrap once. Yeah, it has a very poor circulation for being a reliable projected. But this thing's actually worth like 70K or whatever it's valued at. But right now, obviously I'm gonna put this as a failed trade. This isn't even an intended trade. But I think because ES has risen like so much and BA rose once, that this trade is actually now a 1K overpay. But when I fluked it, I fluked 10K value. Yes guys, 10K value, absolute L. And this is just a learning opportunity for you guys to just, you know, always check your trades. And this could have been prevented, actually. On my trade calculator, it had a different wrap than what I had in the trade I was about to send. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Nothing sold. I checked all these items. None of them sold. Not even Riptide. So why is the wrap different? I kept looking, and I failed to notice that I'd put Blue Clockwork instead of Blizzaria the Frozen. I was trying to trade him Blizzaria because he was willing to overpay for it, and I accidentally sent him Blue Clockworks, checked the wrap, it was incorrect, and I still sent it. So if you all ever doing the trade calculator to this, number one, verify that every single item is there. How did I confuse Blizz and Blue Clockworks? Well, both of them are blue, but, you know, it's still a little bit stupid. So, you know, I guess Pan Spectrum looks a little bit like Blizz, but, you know, like I said, y'all gotta be careful with this kind of stuff. Obviously, it's not that much of a loss now because ES has just risen so much while being in my inventory, but be careful with these trades, alright? I think I was at almost 2.3 mil when I did that trade, like over here, yeah. So I was literally almost at 2.3 mil with this trade, and then obviously, you know, I've been recovering since then because I'm still waiting for like 4 of my items to freaking raise. And I've almost gotten back up to that. Obviously, my wrap gains have been absolutely insane. I don't even know what's going on. If you look at my graph, dude, my wrap is just crazy right now. Like, that just shows you how undervalued items are on rolling mods other than BTLS. But, like I said, be careful when you do these kind of trades. Verify that you are doing this and you guys won't fluke. So, I'm going to try to make myself a goal to never fluke again, but obviously it can always happen. It can happen to anybody. So, just be very careful, alright? Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that trading video. Obviously I pulled through in clutch with Noctis and MSS, and hopefully the ops right now are sleeping. Yes guys, they're sleeping because they were just absolutely astonished by the trades I've been able to complete in this video. But other than that, you know, just be careful, you know, when you're sending out trades. Don't spam trades because you might accidentally fluke, and that's actually a pretty big issue right now on rolling mods. And also be careful. I'm pretty sure UUC actually may or may not be back, so be pretty careful about that. And other than that, if you guys have enjoyed this trading video, I want to thank you all so much. And yeah, see ya.